Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan from Team We Are Awesome. Today, we will be presenting our product, GreenMiles. So, what is GreenMiles? GreenMiles is an application that allows its users to track their carbon footprint. As the world progresses into a technologically advanced era, there is an increased awareness in global warming and greenhouse gas emissions. Therefore, the aim of GreenMiles is to provide an incentive to use public transport and allow our users to collaborate socially with other commuters. It will also inform the users of the impact they are having on the environment and allows them to redeem gift cards with points they earn using public transport. So, why should you invest in this? Some of you might be wondering, isn't there other applications that are doing the same thing? Well, yes, you are right. We have identified our main competitor, which is Miles, the frequent flyer program for ground transportation. The main difference between us and Miles is that we are more focused on the environmental aspect of using ground transportation. We have done this by implementing the counting trees feature, which shows how many trees the user has saved using an interactive animated calculator. We have also implemented a leaderboard feature that allows users to compete with their peers to see who has commuted with public transport the most. Finally, we have a daily news feature that shows our users the current environmental issues that the world currently faces. So who are we? We are a group of 6 university students from the same course but come from very different backgrounds. The idea was first pitched by Junyi, our team leader. After a lengthy discussion with our coders, we decided to go with it as it was feasible. Eden, our backend coder, is currently on an internship in a software company in China that develops Android applications, which is why we as a team is very confident in his coding skills. Our front-end coder Daniel also has a great track record in programming courses and assignments. The prototyping was done by me, Junyi, Lester, Thomas, and Daniel. The marketing aspect of the product was led by Thomas and I, who both have knowledge in marketing. We also advise both coders and designers on implementing features and designs in a way to increase our user base and attract potential stakeholders. Therefore, our team dynamic allowed us to focus on our strengths while helping each other out to create this product. Our target market are commuters that use TransLink public transport services. The application is designed for both iOS and Android users. So, who are our stakeholders? As our project is still in early stages of development, we will be targeting the early market. Therefore, our innovators will be public transport companies such as TransLink. By working closely with them, we will be able to develop, test, and improve our product. Once we have successfully developed our features related to go-kart information and transportation routes, our early adopters will be Australian retail stores or restaurants that will partner with us for our reward system portion. This will provide us with a source of revenue through advertising on our application. Once we have successfully implemented both features through close collaboration with our stakeholders, we will release a working product to the mainstream market. At this stage, we would try to collaborate with newspaper companies to allow us to display news regarding the environment on our application. Now I will pass it on to Daniel, who will talk about the UI design of our application.
Thanks, Jennifer. I will start with UI design. The overall UI is designed for familiarity in user experience. Hence, the design is influenced by minimalistic art movement for simplicity. Button and input box are designed with a rounded edge to soften the look. The icons are designed for familiarity to engage users. The Roboto font was chosen as it's web browser friendly and gives off a semi-formal look, and thickness is ideally for legibility. Final, the main color scheme is green to reflect the sustainability nature of our application, and because the green color is a feel of nature and a balance. Next, I will start to introduce the interface of our application. The first function of our application is a registration system. The users will be required to sign up with an email, username, and password. The email could be used to retrieve password and make the user unique. To the backend, our application used MySQL to connect with our database. The functions included identifying users from our local database, storing users' mail records, and a store friend list in order to rank on leaderboard, as well as saved our redeemed gift cards. So after login, the user will be led to the homepage which contains a leaderboard. This is where users can see where they are ranked among their friend list by the usage of public transport. How are we special from that? The ranking features make a competition between the user and others. Our team implements it because research shows a competition can improve one's productivity. Also, in case of the negative effect borne by competition, the future news and the ranking every week, so that the people who joined later or the people who want to dedicate all the sustain will not be depressed because of how far behind they are compared to the others. The next screen is the trip page. It's a visualization of the user travel log by using public transport. Our ideal public transport stakeholder is TransLink. Therefore, we assume that we will be able to obtain the user's go-kart information from them. If the user feels the information on the log is incorrect, There will be 2 buttons under each travel card block to track the source address and destination address respectively. The reward page contains a list of vouchers or gift cards from our retail stakeholders. The vouchers can either be used online or in-store purchase. To redeem the reward, the user can tap the button right below the gift card. Once they claim a reward, it will automatically be added to the available list. The list will include detail of your reward, such as expiry of the date and a unique QR code. The statistics page contains the data of the user's public transport usage, including two auto-generated charts of miles recorded for each week and bus and train usage. In the next page, we will convert the data into a visualization of how many trips received by using public transport. The statistics page shows the user how he is doing compared to his work. In the past, if the user sees his work effort is growing, the sense of achievement motivates the user. Some people think information provided by a statistics page is tedious and hard to understand. For them, our team implemented the counting trips feature, which also provides a sense of achievement, but a quite different way. Compared to the pure number on the statistics graph, the number of trips saved by the users is easier to understand, it is more creative. The daily news feature informs the user of the catastrophe humanity is facing, with news about the greenhouse effect, gas emission, and with this updated information, people can be motivated and keep dedicating to save the environment. The final screen is a profile page, which has the user record of meals of the current week and meals since using the app. And the link go-kart function is below, but is still under development.
Here, I will continue with a section of evolution of our application. Several iterations of the prototype were proposed and iterated upon before the team settled on the final prototype. The application is now consistent with the concept our team tried to convey, which is taking public transport to save the environment. To test the feasibility of our product, an initial survey is conducted to gauge early opinions on whether people will switch to taking public transport if a mobile-based reward system is in place, and get some insights on their preferences on type of rewards. The target group that we conduct the survey is students from the same university. A total of 15 responses are received, and 93% of them are students, while 80% have indicated that they will switch to public transport. In terms of preference for rewards, the top 3 choices are free movie tickets, food vouchers, and entertainment discounts, and the percentage of rewards provided by our application are allocated according to the result. Now I will introduce the change we made from prototype to final product. This is the initial design of our application. These are the user evaluation questions we ask the testers. They are separated into aesthetics and functionalities. With the result from user evaluations, we have a further iteration update, and those design papers are the results. Our team updates the new color arrangement and adds background to improve the looking of our interfaces. Navigation bar icons are updated. Originally, the homepage only had a friend ranking list. The global ranking list is added for people who have no friends. Also, we removed the redundant text to make the interface not so crowded. From the feedback of evaluations, our team found the reward page has some texts that mislead the testers to the wrong idea, like purchase button. It makes users think they can find their buying history in it. However, we only want to present the reward the user currently can use, so its name is changed to available. Furthermore, the expiry button lists users to expire rewards, but it is not realistic since only few people want to know what they purchased and did not use. So instead, we replace it with a history button, and the contents of the page now include not only expire, but also use rewards. The trees icon is updated since the evaluations show that it is ugly. Also, the user evaluation result indicate that the page transitions, which makes the user must pass through counting trees to get to how word change, make no sense. So the how word change button is moved to the statistics page. The how word change button originally leads users to a page that shows if everyone worked as hard as the user, what coverage or forest can be saved. But most of the testers do not feel motivated by it. So we replace it with a news page. They work quite the same as they both try to encourage people to continue dedicated to protecting the environment, letting the users know the situations humanities are facing with environmental news can do the job better. In future, our application development will focus on enlarging the coverage of users. First, a system that gives rewards to the user that introduces new users will be implemented. Second, we look for the opportunity to cooperate with transport companies other than TransLink. This is the end of our team portfolio. Thank you for listening.